Good.
All right.
Good. So the reason why we're doing just questions and answers, not just, but I don't have a topic is, I was gone for, my birthday was yesterday. So, I was gone a few days and just didn't really have time to put anything together. So I wanted to open it up to you guys. One thing I want to do is I would like everyone to tell me something that they're, like a positive thing that's happened to them. It doesn't, I mean, necessarily have to be related to, weight loss, but then some, they'll tell me something positive, something, that you're really proud of. And then, and something that you're grateful for, or. And then if you have any questions, like if there's something that you need help with, that as well. So, just going to get my notebook out so I can write them down. So something that you're, proud of or grateful for. And then, let's start with that. We'll just do that. And then think of if there's any questions you have at all about anything going on with you guys and your program, or just if you need support in general, that kind of thing. So, Marie, how about Marie? You want to start us off?
Sure. I'm grateful I have you guys. I look forward to this on Mondays.
Good.
I had a rough week last week, so I was in and out of the emergency room with a kidney issue. So I didn't really get to follow my dietary plan like I should have. I did do my exercise workouts 2 out of 3. But I'm back in the game and starting up again tomorrow. So
Good.
Yeah.
You're feeling okay?
Yeah, I feel better. Yep.
Well,
I didn't get hardly any sleep in like a week, and I was in a lot of pain. So yeah, I had to pass a kidney stone.
So you passed it?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I have a friend that she had to have the stents put in.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, and that's painful enough, and you're walking around with them and everything. And
Yeah.
Have you had those before?
No. Nope. And they asked me if I've been drinking enough liquid, and I'm like, yeah, 100 ounces a day.
That's good. That probably
I got up to that 100. Yeah, they told me that was helping. Yeah, definitely. So, Yep. But I'm better, and I'm ready to get back into it.
That's good. And we talk obviously you're going to be mindful of that because God forbid it would happen again. But there are situations where, when you're eating a lot of protein, like you mentioned, you can develop kidney stones, and it's obviously not everybody, but there are people prone to developing, and a lot of times it's men have more kidney stones than women. I think it's perfect for them to have a kidney stone because then they know what childbirth is like.
Well, I can tell you, a kidney stone was worse than childbirth. So I do that 10 times over before having another kidney stone.
Okay.
But they had asked me what had changed, and really the only thing that had changed was my animal protein went way up, and so I'm trying to get back more to the plant-based protein. So yeah.
And you saw that I changed that up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So we're good.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks for sharing. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank you.
Good. Hillary, how about you? I'm just going across the top of my screen.
I'm grateful that I've been showing up and for my workouts, and I really, really like my new workouts, the 5-day ones that are varied up and different.
Okay.
Because it's been I just really enjoyed them this last week. So
Good.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And the thing that I probably need a kick in the butt with right now is I've just been like this little rebel with not wanting to log my stuff. And it's just, I think it's just laziness. It's just
I mean, I don't want to say you're lazy, but that's part of it. Because I get like that too. with Jody and took her advice, putting that, like, look ahead at what you're gonna eat and put it in ahead of time. Maybe just get
Yeah.
started on some of that.
Well, and I think it's just because I know everything. And so it's almost like in my mind, it's like, okay, well, I know if I have this, this, and this, it's going to add up to this. So it's just like this thing,
Mhm.
right? But yeah. So anyway, I just
Yeah.
need to work on that this week.
Yeah. Do you find that if you're not logging, that you're eating differently or more
No.
of something? Okay.
No.
Because if that would be the case, then that's why you really want to stay focused on logging it, especially if you're like, oh, I know what that is. And then you start to go off kilter and you start like having things that you don't normally eat. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
So
So
I don't
it's
keep stuff in
probably
the
just-
house that I shouldn't eat. So
Mhm. Then it would be easy for you to put it in ahead of time too. And maybe there is going to be a day too that you have more calories left and you'll be able to eat more too that way too. And you'll find that, oh, I need to get this much in. And then you realize that you put it in and you really could have more than whatever you've put in, as far as calories too. So.
I find it helpful to do it the night before.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I think it's really kind of gets your mindset, like you're preparing. Like I always prepare for tomorrow the night before. Like I pack my gym bag, I get everything ready so that the day of, if something, comes about that you're not planning on, you're already prepared for it. And so that's the same with logging your food too. You don't get caught off guard with not doing it. So, because it's easy to, then all of a sudden you're running late and then oh, I can't fit it in. And then before long, your day is shot because you didn't plan. So yeah, the night before is good. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm grateful that you're on target, right? Because we all have the times where we just kind of fall off and now we just jump back on, and pretty normal. I'm just entering. Lori's coming in here too. So thank you, Hillary. Jody, what about you?
Well,
What are you grateful for?
I'll say I'm grateful that what I thought was going to end up with a case of COVID-induced shingles didn't happen.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's
The
been
heck?
the last week. It's just been one thing after another lately. We're just rolling into the next. Why are my ribs sore? Why is my skin sensitive on one side of my torso? I mean, you name it. It's happening. So,
You think, is it related to COVID at all?
they don't think so, but I was doing some reading and they're finding that, women over 50 that have had COVID are 15%, of us will develop shingles.
Oh,
And it started with, I thought I had slept wrong. There was a spot in my back. It almost felt like I had a rib that was out back there and that I had slept wrong. And that went on for a couple days. And then all of a sudden it just started, it was almost like a really bad sunburn, but there was no rash. It wasn't red, but it was very sensitive to touch. And it just felt very, I don't know, like I had some inflammation in my rib cage on one side. So yeah, it's just been one thing after another.
wow.
So I did go out for a walk yesterday. So, it was more of a stroll than a walk because it'd been a while.
Right.
But I went out and did it. And today I tried to get back on track with my food and getting my water in. So
Good.
Good. So I'm just, I'm proud of myself for not losing my temper today because I had reasons to do it and I didn't. So
Yes. Yeah. You didn't go like road rage driving, right? There's so much construction where I live that, I don't even want to go out. It's horrible. So
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
just phone calls to the doctor and, I had to call back today and say, I talked to your office last Thursday and I haven't heard anything yet. And now I'm out of the medication that I'm supposed to be on. So what do you want me to do here?
Right.
Oh, I just talked to her. I said, you just talked to her. I talked to you last Thursday. You were supposed to talk to her. It's a Monday. So yeah, it's been, that kind of day. So I'm still
You're
laughing.
you're smiling and you're here and you got your walk in and
I'm having visions of hitting people in here.
yeah,
That's
oh,
smiling.
oh no, oh no,
No, I'm good.
oh no.
I'm just laughing about it. That's all you can do.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all
And the
good.
day's over, so tomorrow will be better.
That's right. And I'm here by myself.
Yeah,
Yay.
yeah. Yeah, we need that time too. And
It's
so,
okay.
yeah, and COVID really does have some after effects. I mean, I had some hair loss.
Yeah.
And then I had, well, the taste and the smell, of course, I had all of that. But yeah, it does kind of have some of those kind of longer term. So I wonder if that isn't some of that. Yeah, yeah.
I was just waiting for that god awful rash to show up and it,
Yeah.
so I'm like. now what?
Well, there's the shingles vaccine out there, but they say that the vaccine's worse than having shingles. So I don't.
Now, what do you do?
Actually, what my provider said, which is really odd, said don't have it.
No.
Don't even get the vaccine.
Well,
Okay.
all right.
So I don't know.
That's good.
Anyway, I'm glad you're here though. So good. Yeah. So Lori, I'll just catch you up. So we're doing questions and answers. I was just out of town and stuff, and so I'm leaving it up to you guys. We're just going to talk about whatever you guys bring up. But I want you to all tell me something that you're grateful for, and if you have any questions about anything going on with you or the group, you can ask them too. And we're just going to kind of go back and forth and help each other out and stuff. So, but I want to, Pat, you're next on my screen.
Oh, well, you know me, I'm grateful every day to be above ground.
Yes, you are.
You see, see my monitor?
Oh, and what is
That's
this
a-
one?
That's a Holter monitor. Look how little they are now.
I know they used to be much bigger and you'd have the patches everywhere.
Yeah, so I'm just wearing this now to see
Okay.
what's going, if anything more is going on. It's more or less the medicine that I have is working.
Oh, good.
But my heart rate,
Unknown caller.
oh, shut up. Sorry.
That's
My
okay.
heart rate is still a little too low.
Okay.
So they want to see how low because, I tell them and they, of course, want to know for sure.
Are you feeling
But
lightheaded?
it hasn't been too low that I haven't been able to go to the gym. I can't get my heart rate up at the gym at all. Forget about it. I go
I
like a demon and
I
it's at
bet.
77 and I'm like, good God, I'm going to faint,
Yeah.
But that should all, I'm hoping they may cut this medicine in half, which would be great if they can do that.
Yeah.
Because
Because you're on 25, right? You're on 25 of that?
on Coreg, which seem to be, the only thing is I know it's dropping my blood sugar every 3 hours because
Mm.
I'm starving. Those little calories you cut out of my diet, I am starving. And
We'll have to add those back in.
yeah, I'm just starving.
Okay.
But the good news is I made it through the week of eating clean
Good.
completely. And I was all excited to get on the scale. Oh, that was not good. I didn't even lose a pound. Nothing. I was shocked because I feel like I did, the bloating is gone and blah, blah, blah. So that's what I was sort of struggling with. I said, damn it. I gave up all that food, all those delicious potato chips and nacho things and whatever the hell else I've been eating for the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, but
since
you
all
didn't,
this
you
happened.
didn't gain though.
And I didn't even lose a bloody pound.
But you didn't
Not
gain
even a
either.
tenth of a pound. Not
You
even
didn't gain.
an eighth of a pound. Nothing.
I think your body's stressed right now with everything.
Oh,
And
my
I-
body doesn't know what the hell hit it.
Right. So you've got to be patient because it's going to happen. Your body is stressed.
Right. And I am definitely going over calories today because I
Yeah.
just made, that's why I had to keep jumping
Okay.
up. I made a turkey breast
Oh, good.
and half of a sweet potato, and I'm eating because I'm about at my calories already, but too bad I'm eating.
Yeah,
I have to eat.
Because we didn't even go down that low. So I'll,
No, we didn't. And I don't know if it's the medication or it's the fact that I've been eating so much garbage that my body just, but I mean, I'm hungry.
yeah.
But I behaved. I went to the restaurant. You'll be proud of me. I put in all my food and I got there and I made a change in a vegetable, believe it or not, from asparagus to spinach. And it
Mhm.
knocked me over my calories and over something else. And I said, oh, nope. I called the waitress back, changed it back to asparagus. I was like, my friends were looking at me like I'm going in my phone. Wait a minute, that's not working out here. And they were like, what? What are you doing? I think I'm nuts.
I love it.
But I did it. No wine, nothing the whole week.
Good for you. Good for you. That's
Well,
awesome.
yeah, for now. The wine is coming back though, I gotta tell you. Once my ticker settles down, I'll have my
Right.
wine.
Right.
So tomorrow we'll discuss some more of that crap.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. We'll talk. I'll dive in and look at your calories and stuff before we get on.
Oh, and you all have to laugh at Diana and her workout that she gave me. I think she must think I'm 10 years old. She thought I was gonna go, what are those things called? TRX stuff suspensions.
Yeah.
Now, really, you think that I'm going to get my feet up in the air in a suspension cable and turn on my head? No. They didn't even have them in my gym. I was laughing out loud when I was looking at the workout. I said, really, Diana, you've lost it. So I did not do that workout. Trust me. I tried some of them, but I'm not hanging upside down for anybody. Sorry. No, they'd be taking me to the hospital.
Upside down.
Okay, so think of the cables coming down from the ceiling.
Yeah.
And you want me to get on my hands and get my feet in the cables
Well,
upside
yeah,
down.
But the cables come down so that you're paralyzed.
And how am I supposed to get my feet in there?
You put, well,
Who's
put 'em
going to
in.
help me? I'm 70. I'm not. Come on, please.
But you're so limber. You could do it. I know.
Oh no, not like that limber. No, it's like yoga. They want me to stand on my head, and I'm like, what? What are you people crazy? I'm not getting up on my head.
Well, I'm glad I could make you
Anyway.
laugh.
It didn't make me laugh. It really- and I tried to do a few of them. It wasn't the suspension cables, but it's that big machine that you can kind of use as suspension cable. I was going to send you a picture of it. And I had a good laugh. And I even showed somebody there and they were like, oh my God. It's like the circus. Cirque du Soleil, hang from the ceiling.
Yeah, I got your message. So I definitely.
So contrary to Hillary, who loved her workout, I sent Diana a message. I hate this workout. It is not for me.
Okay, I got it.
You got it, all right.
I got it.
Otherwise, you're not getting a check in the mail this month.
Yeah.
Sorry, not coming.
Oh, you're funny.
Gotta laugh, like you said.
That's right. You gotta laugh,
Gotta laugh.
right? But I will definitely
You
make
can.
changes for you.
Yeah. Fix it.
All right, Lori, how about you? How have you been? What's going on?
I don't know, that post-COVID stuff, that really has kicked my butt big time. I'll feel really good one day. Like today, I'm grateful for a good day. And I'm grateful that one of my twins, he's the last one that is not married and is living with us in the house. Healthy, clean eater. That part of it's wonderful, but he eats me out of house and home. And when I prepare food for myself and I know it's going to be there, I wake up the next day and it's gone.
Fun.
And so I was going to mention that last time. It's like, okay, so what do you do about, I mean, because I want to, support him as well as he has supported me, but it's not okay when my food is gone.
Right.
I mean, that's devastating.
That's
And-
that you need to label it mom's food. keep off,
Yeah, make him cook his own.
right?
Yeah.
That'll
And-
teach him.
Yeah, and even like, well, he does that quite a bit, but even like my RX bars that I had bought like stash, all of a sudden I look in the box and there's like 2.
Damn kids.
I know. Yeah, of them that you have to, he's going to be 26 in a couple days, and he is moving out into his own home on the turkey farm that he works at. And I'm very, very excited about that. I'm grateful for that. And I'm also grateful that my niece kind of pushed me. She goes, "Hey, I'm having a garage sale. Bring whatever you want over." And she called me today and said, "I'm going to be home." And so I shifted gears, and instead of doing what I thought I was going to do today, I actually went through a couple drawers in the bottom of my closet and I made myself try on everything. And it made my day, because my pants, if I had to hold them out like an inch or two, it's like, nope, they're in the garage sale.
Oh,
I had 2 garbage bags full of clothes that I thought, okay, even though I've been feeling really kind of crappy, I mean, for a long, since this COVID, because I had my first symptoms like July 5th.
right.
And that was my son's wedding. And so I was like doing these all-nighters and making the wedding cake and all of this prep, and made it through the wedding. I mean, I've been kind of redlining it for a while. And before, like a week before that, I was on call with hospice. And of course I got these calls and I was all night, so I'm grateful that I'm feeling really good today, and it's a good day. My weight has stayed about the same, so I haven't really lost any.
Okay.
But like I said last time, I mean, for me to get back on my program and to realize that, hey, I haven't gained any, and I'm still, so today I ate clean. I ate what I needed to eat, and I'm feeling really grateful about that. And just getting rid of all the extra stuff in my house that I haven't used or that doesn't fit me anymore.
Mhm.
And to me, that's letting go of stuff that you don't need anymore, extra baggage,
Right.
like your body when it's that extra baggage and not making you feel very good.
Mhm.
So I feel like I'm going in the right direction. I'm getting my feet under me again, but I also know, like yesterday, I felt terrible again. I had sore throat, extremely fatigued, and my lungs are still not normal because I'm still using my Advair and I'm still coughing stuff up and I'm still like short of breath. But anyway, I don't want to go on because then it sounds like poor me, and I don't want to be poor me.
Yeah. No, but it's really, we're just here to support you. Like, yeah, I think we've all like had this sickness and trying to, get healthy, and then even stuff other than COVID's been going around. Yeah. So like for me, I developed a rash on my left foot, just my left foot. Didn't go anywhere. It wasn't like I thought, oh, did I get poison ivy? No, it's not that. It would blister and it would be sore and itchy, and then it would heal up, and then it would move to a different part of my foot. And I'm like, what the heck is this? And I was dealing with for about 3 weeks. I just put some cortisone on it, and then it would heal up, and then another part. So I decided just to do the virtual like walk in instead of going in and stuff. And so I've got my foot up in the air and I'm showing her. Oh my God, it was hysterical. But so I was on 7 days of prednisone.
Yep.
Oh my God, that's horrible. Have any of you ever been on prednisone before?
Too many times.
Oh,
Yeah.
I suppose for asthma, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that was horrible. Horrible. It's done. And the rash went away. I still don't know what it was. Don't know why. It was just my left foot. It was just so, I don't know. So I'm just didn't know if it was maybe stress related, but why just my foot, so, but yeah, so I think all of us have had our little, whatever it is, that we've kind of been, and it kind of takes you away from the game a little bit. Not that you're not aware of it, but it does, there's certain things that you kind of focus on, but as long as you can, you know what to do and how to get back on. And this is what this group is about. It's about, hey, help me here. I need some direction, or I just need to vent. because we've all been through different things, you know, and I call them seasons in our life, and we're up and we're down and we're up and we're down. Sometimes we're down for a while and then we go back up. But I mean, that's I don't care how old you are, we're all going to be dealing with different things that pop up in our life. So no, I don't think you're complaining and woe is me or anything like that at all. I mean, this is a great time to get that stuff out. And then I know too, like where you're at, you know, and where you're struggling and how I can help you get back on track. Because it's a journey, honestly, right? This isn't like this is a journey, and we make the best of it, and
Yeah.
live the best life that we can. And I mean, that's all we can ask for is to have that opportunity and be grateful for the little things sometimes, you know, be grateful you didn't, you know, haul off and yell at somebody or, you know, flip somebody off driving like I was today. I didn't. I wanted to.
Yeah.
I think, honest to God, I take my life into my hands every time I go on the interstate. These people, they drive like it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. And this is just around Milwaukee, and there's a lot of construction, but it is crazy. Just, I hate it. And inattentive driving and drives me crazy. So anyway, but I'm great. Honestly, I'll go. I'm grateful for all of you. I look forward to this on Mondays too. And I'm grateful that I'm in a position to be able to do this with you guys. And, you know, with things going on in my personal life and all of that, that this is a sense of community for me. And I'm just super, super grateful for all of you. I've struggled too on and off with, you know, where I'm at. I keep my workouts pretty regular, but I'm not really, my goals have kind of like, I don't really have goals. So I'll tell you all, because then you can hold me accountable. So, I've done bodybuilding shows. I'm not a bodybuilder, but I've done those before, and it's been years since I've done one. So I have committed to doing one more in the spring of 23.
Nice.
So that's my goal. And so then it's like, I have goals in my head now. And that's a journey to be on too. And so I'm not sure exactly what month. I'm thinking probably April or early May. But it's something you have to kind of prepare for ahead of time. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do one more, because I just turned 57 yesterday. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to do it before I feel my age today, though. I was with all 7 grandkids this weekend, and oh dear Lord. It was fun, but holy cow.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna post some pictures. I'll post some pictures in the group. You guys can see them all. It's hysterical. They go from 12 down to 1.
Oh boy.
They're all in just different stages of their little life, and it's so fun. So but now you know my goals. Now you can hold me accountable to it. So what I'm gonna do is what's that?
I say kudos to you.
Oh, thanks. I'll start like an off-season prep in November, and then I'm gonna document my journey all the way to the competition.
Nice.
See,
Oh.
yeah.
Do they have them for old ladies? I'd love to do that.
Oh, yeah. There are ladies
don't
that
know
get
if I
on
could-
stage.
Yeah, I don't know if I could commit all the way, but I've always wanted to do that.
And men and women. So yes, there are women, and so they call it masters, right? Some divisions are over 40, some are over 50, but yeah, there are 70-year-old women that get up in their 70s and they look phenomenal. And the men too.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe next year.
Yeah. Oh, we could do it together, Pat.
I don't know, that might be a little too soon for me.
It's so cool. I'll document the journey, and you'll see. It's like, you know, when you get down to the last few weeks, it can be a little stressful because you do drop your calories a little bit and things like that. But, you know, you drink your water, you just stay focused. And then those last few weeks, there really is no alcohol, you know, anything like that. So that's why I'm going to do it like late winter, early spring, so that it's just an easier time to do that. There's not really any holidays or anything that you have to be concerned about. And anyway, so it's kind of exciting and fun. And so those are my goals.
That's what I was gonna do until everything kind of went with my thyroid, and I was going in the opposite direction and couldn't figure out what was going on. It's just been one thing after another, so
Mhm.
it's not completely off the table. It's
No, it's
just,
not.
it's just kind of, until I can get this figured out, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
It's one of those, it's like, you have your list of things, and that's your long-term goal. And then these are the steps to get there. So no, it's not out of the question, and maybe it's the end. So these competitions start in spring and they end in so they start in like March, and there depends on where you go. And then they're done in like November. So you've got, a lot of leeway as far as time and things like that. So, but yeah, don't say you're never going to do that, because
I never know.
who's I can't think of her name now off the top of my head, but she's the black lady who started bodybuilding, I shouldn't say bodybuilding. She started lifting weights and exercising in her mid-50s.
She looks phenomenal. I can't remember her name either, but
Yeah, she's 80. She has
Oh,
to be
yeah,
84.
I've seen her. Yeah.
Mhm. I actually met her. She's really sweet. Very sweet lady, but can't think of her name. I had my picture taken with her too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you do have to
amazing.
have a certain body type too for that.
She did it with her sister. Her and her sister did it together, and her sister actually talked her into doing it. And her sister is older, and so that's kind of how she got started. But that woman, she was 80 years old. She was up on stage. She had high heels on, and she was doing push-ups on the stage. She's probably as tall as I am, like 5'5". But yeah, she's like, it's crazy. So yeah, you can do it. You can do whatever you want in life. And mid-50, I think she was like 56 when she started to just exercise regularly. And so there's, no age limit. It's really what you want to do and put your mind to. I mean, you don't have to, but if you want to, you certainly can, So, Hillary, did you have a question?
Yeah. Pat and I wanted to just say something real quick.
Yeah.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday to you. Everybody, happy
Happy
birthday
birthday to you.
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
dear
dear
Diana.
Diana.
Happy birthday to
Birthday
you.
to you. And many more.
That's right. Thank you. That's awesome. Your
I
day
still
jobs,
think-
though. Keep your day jobs.
No,
Oh,
well, I don't have one, so I don't have to worry.
yeah, I don't either.
You had mentioned this. Well, I've been with you for a year now. Actually, yeah, it was a year on July 16th, but you can't count the last 3 months because I really didn't do much. But you had mentioned that we should have a week one time where we all get together
Mhm.
at a designated place. A health week. I think that would
Yeah.
be so awesome.
Okay.
Whether we come up to wherever the crazy place you live, or you come down here when it's warm in the
Right.
winter.
Right.
I
It's
think that
hot
would
by
be
you
fun.
now.
Huh?
It's so hot by you, right?
Oh,
Isn't-
it's brutal, but it's like your winter. I stay in, but I look out at the beauty. So
right.
Now,
and
what
it's wonderful.
states are everybody from here?
I'm from Florida.
I'm Massachusetts.
Minnesota.
Where?
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Okay.
Idaho.
Oh boy.
in New York.
And Marie is in Massachusetts,
Massachusetts.
and I'm in Wisconsin.
So Jody and I could carpool.
Yeah.
I could pick you up on my way through.
Woohoo!
Yeah, some
Road trip.
I'm just even Tennessee.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
We'll have to look, but yeah, I mean, just even like a weekend or something.
Maybe
somewhere where
Next year,
Mhm.
sometime next year, in the summer, yeah, in the summer.
Yeah, we should
I
do that
should be
for sure.
feeling better to go somewhere then.
Mhm.
People are trying to get me to go, but
Yeah, and then I know Heidi's in Minnesota.
Yep.
And I have a couple people in Michigan.
Michigan, I
And
live there.
so another East Coast, I'm trying to think exactly where. I think she's in New York City. I'm just trying to think of everybody here. There's, but yeah, somewhere kind of central, but not.
Mhm.
I just threw that out because Tennessee's a nice state and it's pretty decent. But yeah, that's great. That's great. Like a retreat slash, I don't want to say conference, but someplace where we can,
Work
learn.
out. We can
Mhm.
work out and you can get a laugh at, the
Can
old
watch
lady
you, can watch you with the TRX.
with my TRX.
Oh, you're too funny. Oh, no, I think that'd be great. That's my ultimate goal, is to be able to do that. Have a time where we all get together and have like a conference or get to whatever we want to call it, whether it's just 2 days, where we get down there and, it's the evening and we go out for dinner and then we do something the next day and, or whatever it might be. I think that would be a blast. We'd have so much fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Does anybody have anything else they want to talk about or questions?
Anybody having trouble sleeping? I'm going on about 4 hours of sleep a night. I feel
Well,
fine. Doesn't matter what time I go to bed, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, my eyes pop open. I might as well just get up.
Could be from the COVID.
That's what I'm wondering.
It could be one of the things from the COVID,
Yep.
you
I
know?
was gonna say that too.
And
Um,
even though I've had all this stress, I've also had somebody ask me, did I get the shots for COVID? And I said, yes, of course I did. Why? And they said that they've been hearing that a lot of people are having some heart issues after the finding a connection between the shots and heart issues. So I never had COVID. I could
Mhm.
imagine that everybody that I know that has it says afterwards is awful.
Yeah,
They have all kinds of things bothering them.
And it's weird.
it's weird stuff. Yeah.
Strange stuff.
No. I gotta
Mhm,
check.
weird stuff.
Everybody is so different and it's so individual for each person that gets it. And working with, the geriatric population who's been vaccinated, and I've been vaccinated and my boys haven't been vaccinated. I mean, just across the board, and knowing people in Australia as well that do this Emmett stuff with, like I do. There, some people get it, but a lot of people don't. But
Mhm.
it's still the symptoms and the side effects. Like my husband had COVID the same time I did. He went through it with flying colors. Me, not so much.
Sure.
And so it's just the craziest thing. It's like it affects everyone differently.
Mhm.
And same with, you had mentioned the shingles vaccine before. I was
Yeah.
scared to get it because I thought, oh my gosh. But yet I've taken care of enough elderly people that did not get vaccinated, and dealing with the neuropathy and the pain that they're still dealing with because they had shingles.
Right.
Made me say, hey, this isn't worth it. I've taken care of people that have to be on gabapentin and all this other crap. And I don't like taking pills
Yeah.
if I don't do that. I took the chance and got vaccinated. And actually, I didn't have any side effects. I thought, did they really give me the shot?
Well, good.
Everybody is so different.
But isn't it it's a two-part
Two.
shot now?
It is.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah. And I've
So-
heard people say they had more trouble with the second than the
Yeah.
first.
That's typically what happens, but for me, it didn't. And so I'm kind of celebrating that and saying I'm grateful for that.
Right. Yeah.
But
Well, all my friends are telling me to get the shingles shot because a lot of them have had shingles
Oh,
And
it's terrible.
my husband has had shingles already, an
Yeah.
unusual case that went around the eye up and around this way.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
Oh,
But we have to pay for it
right.
unless we get a doctor to prescribe it. So I'm going to ask the doctor. Right now, I'm not doing it, but I may do it at some point
Yeah.
Wouldn't be bad.
because it's terrible. Shingles is awful.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
can get it anywhere. You don't,
Yeah.
you can get it across your stomach or up your back. I mean, it's a
Anywhere.
nerve pathway.
I mean,
And he had it, it went right through the eye. It was terrible. You know,
I'm just-
he
can
could have
you
had a
get
lot of
them-
issues, but he didn't.
can you get them internally where you don't have the rash externally?
I've never heard of that one. Oh dear God, that would be awful.
Yeah. It affects internal.
It does. And
We had
it
cushion right here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they're also yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it causes a lot of problems. So
yeah.
yeah, I'm kind of deciding what I want to do. Not that
I
I'm
know.
yeah. So
I
we'll
never
see.
got a flu shot till I was 61.
Right.
Never had a flu shot because I had a autoimmune thing years ago that I fibromyalgia that
Oh,
I
great.
fought.
Mhm.
I fought it tremendously through diet, exercise, and very deep tissue massage called Ralphing. And I literally, Ralphing is horrible.
It
I
is.
literally got rid of fibromyalgia. Once in a blue moon, I will feel a little bit, some of it, but it's rare. And
Good for
people say,
you.
how did you do it? But I dive into whatever natural stuff I can find, or not natural, other modalities other than drugs, because
Drugs. Right.
they're just
Yeah.
they're just a Band-Aid.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I didn't get a flu
Mhm.
shot because they said it could bring it on. The doctor said it could bring it back on. But then when I was in 61, it was almost mandatory at my job at hospice. So I just started getting them, and I was lucky I didn't have any issues.
Yeah. I got flu shot for years being in healthcare too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since I've been out, I haven't gotten it. Just
Oh, I get it every year. And now at my age, pneumonia, I had to get that shot,
Right.
2 of them.
right. Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's all that.
all that crap in our bodies, wonderful.
Oh, I know. Yeah, and it's hard to, what do you pick and choose, and should you and should
Exactly.
you not? And oh, yeah, I go back and forth. And being a nurse too, and just like Lori too, and you see what can happen. It is
Yeah.
our bodies, and we should be able to decide. It's hard, and especially if your work requires it, which I have. Yeah, crazy.
Yep.
Yep.
We have to just make those decisions. So, but yeah. Well, so as far as sleep, I was gonna recommend like a magnesium.
Oh, my favorite go-to, magnesium and melatonin together.
Yeah.
Not really helps me. But I got to find out from the doctor, because I read that carvedilol and magnesium can negate some of what the carvedilol does. So I've been afraid to take it. I don't think the doctor's even going to know, to be honest.
Probably might not be. That's interesting.
Yeah,
What?
he'll be like, huh?
Right.
Supplements? Oh, forget it.
Right.
So I'm going to wait a bit and then try.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that really helped me, Jody. The 2 together, 5 milligrams of melatonin and about 425 milligrams of magnesium.
Mhm.
I put that in my water bottle, the magnesium.
That's right.
If
You have
I
that.
take it before I go to bed at night.
Yeah.
Well, now take it with a melatonin pill, see if it works.
Okay.
Yeah. Try it.
It can't hurt.
Yep. Yep. I agree. I wouldn't go any higher than 5. I think sometimes people try and take too much melatonin, and that
Yeah, no, just the 5. My
Mhm.
daughter is into all of that. So
yeah, have the opposite effect. So
Give it a go.
yeah.
Thank you.
All right, ladies, I'm gonna let you go, and thank you for singing and wishing me a happy birthday. That's awesome.
okay, have a
all
great
right.
week.
Let me know if you need
Bye.
anything. right,
Oh.
bye, guys.
Diana, what time do we talk tomorrow? Noon?
It's 11 your time, 10 mine.
Oh, that's better. Very good. Okay, bye.
All right, bye.
Thanks, everybody. See ya.
Night, everybody.
Bye. See you. You're awesome.